Satisfaction lies in the effort, not in the attainment. Full effort is full victory. So like, this is my new thing. I wanted, you know, a 365 days a quote, like a little like cards you pull out and kind of like stick on your dash in your car, because obviously you drive every day. But I couldn't find one, so I just downloaded an app on my phone and it generates a new quote every day, and today's quote was exactly that. So satisfaction lies in the effort, not in the attainment. Full effort is full victory. So what I'm taking from that is, you know, enjoy the process, because when you achieve a goal, it's not always as satisfying as you think it's going to be. I remember when I was studying for, you know, sports education, personal training, fitness instruction, all that kind of stuff, you know, I always thought, oh, I can't wait to get into a gym, can't wait to get into a gym. Like, that was a massive, you know, a massive accomplishment for me. And as soon as I got a job in the gym, I was like, a year or two in, I was like, okay, it's not really all it's made out to be, or what I thought it was. No, I accomplished a massive goal for me, but it wasn't always that. It wasn't always what I thought it was. It is great, and I love everything I do, and I love helping people. But the physical job of working in the gym, there's a lot of, you know, fucking cleaning that has to be done, and there's a lot of just upkeep and, you know, maintenance, you know, that isn't necessarily fun. It's not as great as some people kind of like make it out to be. It is kind of like one of those jobs that's kind of looked on as to be glamorous and, you know, less stress and stuff. But it is long hours, it's unsociable hours, it's weekends, it's nights, it's, you know, it's not, you know, it's split shifts Monday to Friday. It's it's not everything that like people kind of say to be, oh, you like, you know, your job is so easy, you have it so easy. It's not always like that. There's, you know, at the end of the day, it is a job. But I do what I love because I love what I do. That also is another quote by Conor McGregor. I want to start this video with just a little update, because I haven't put up a video in a couple of weeks, or a week, I think, a week or 2 weeks, and you're probably thinking, where the hell have you been, Ryan? And yeah, so I have been doing a lot of work behind the scenes, not on YouTube, but more on advertising at my own company, my job itself, and you know, Christmas, you know, time, gyms start to get quiet, so this is the time I'm willing to put in the work, so that when January comes, I'm not like, you know, fucking running everywhere, you know, always feeling like everything's last minute and work is catching up on me. So I'm trying to do a bulk of the work now so that I don't have to do it come January. And another big announcement, now it's very, very far away, but it is coming, and it will come, and I will still have YouTube then. So make sure that if you haven't subscribed, subscribe to this YouTube channel now. So me and Nicole will be moving out. We will be buying a house in 2018 before I'm 24. I've said it first here now, I will be moved out of my parents' house before I'm 24. That is something that's happening. So if you make sure you subscribe, you will see that. Hopefully it comes sooner, but it will definitely happen. And I want to talk a little bit about goal setting and setting a goal and how to set goals. And I want to just use myself as an example, okay? So back in 2015, 2014, when I was studying, you know, I always thought, very, no, 19, yeah, 18, 19, nearly 20. So I thought very bigly of myself. I always, like, you know, I thought it was great. I always thought I knew everything there was to know. It wasn't until I turned 20, 21, 22 when I started, you know, copping on and learning and actually learning stuff. Back in my younger years, I was always a jealous person, always negative, you know. Jesus, it's like the world would end if like something bad happened to me, and it would be your fault and his fault and their fault. And it wasn't until I realized, you know, it's you against you. You know, it was me holding myself back, and it was just down to me, and I always blamed others for my mistakes and for my problems, and that's something that I should not have done. But it wasn't, I want to just use an example. So back in 2015, I started kind of, you know, realizing, yeah, you know, this is for me. I'm going to have a career. I have a passion for this. And like, I put together like my online business. Like, so I do have my own physical company. It is a company. I run the business, the day-to-day operations of it. It's Ryan Donnelly Fitness. It is my own online coaching website. I do a lot of online coaching. I have a lot of like younger clients, even older clients. It's more tailored around people who don't have the money to pay for personal training, or people who know how to train, but they have no idea in which direction they need to be go in terms of diet, nutrition, training, sleep, you know, lifestyle, and pretty much you could call me a life coach. I kind of guide the person in the right direction on how to, eat around social events and not have no restrictions in life. And studying is something I also will be doing in 2017, so that is another big step for me. I will be furthering my education again. So I always say the hardest thing when you come out of any course is getting a job and getting, I always use this as an example. You could have two people side by side. One person, for the Leaving Cert, let's use the Leaving Cert as an example. One person gets 600 points, one person gets 300 points, right? They're both going for the same job. They both know, they both know everything. This person just isn't book smart, but can talk to people and can learn and, interact with people, etc. This person is just book smart and can't interact. And, if those two people went for the same job, this person is getting hired because this person has no social skills. But it all comes down to, when you're dealing with people in the job, the hardest part is, being able to interact, being able to be nice, being able to talk and be, confident and help people and, talk about people and take time out of your day to say, oh, how are you feeling? Like, how's things at home? And, talk to people and actually genuinely let them know that you genuinely care. And sometimes, that over education is so much more important. I'm not dissing education. Education is important, but people skills and is a very hard thing to be good at. And not saying I'm the best at it in no way, but I'm getting better month by month, year by year, and it's something I really hope to improve on. And it's something that I have improved on over the last year or two, and it's something that I really do look to improve on over the next couple of years. But yeah, I kind of strayed off point there. I have no idea why, but I want to talk a little bit about setting goals, and I want to use my house in 2018 as an example. Okay, so when we set goals, if it's a car you want or a house you want, if you say you want it now, it's so unrealistic. It's never gonna happen. It's just not it's just not realistic to say something like that. Like, I want a 10,000 euro car right now. I want it now. How do I get it now? Now. It's the same with fitness and training. How do I lose 8 stone now or 4 stone now? If you stop thinking, how can I have it now, and start thinking, okay, if it's something I want, if it is something you want, picture it clearly in your head, okay? Just picture you having that actual thing, whether it be a weight loss goal or a physical object or, something sentimental. Picture you having it. Picture what it would feel like if you did have that thing. Sit down and work out a realistic goal. So, I want to move out. I would love to move out now. Not love to move out, but I would love to start my life with Nicole, move out and, start building a house together. Like going to IKEA, going shopping. Like, I love stupid things like that. Buying, desks and buying furniture, and I would love to be able to go do that. But I don't have the money to do that, and I don't have the time, and I can't do it now. So a realistic goal is setting something, 2 years away, a year away. Let's say, for argument's sake, I wanted to save, I'm just going to use random numbers. Let's say I wanted to save 100 grand before I'm 24, okay? So that means I need to save 50 grand a year. So that means that's starting to get a little bit more realistic, okay? So that works out that I would need to save 961 euro a week. Now, if you divide that by 2 people, because me and Nicole will be going for a house together, I'm not saving for 100 grand anyway, regardless. I'm just using these numbers as theoretical numbers, everyone, okay? So that would be 450 euro, kind of roughly in around there, 470 euro a week each, okay? Now that's 100 grand. Like, I'm not saving for 100 grand, so that's not, that's not what it is, okay? So, more realistically, you're breaking that goal down because you've set yourself a 2-year limit. You're okay, 450 euro, if I just consistently keep that going, it's not a long time about coming around. And it's the same when it comes to weight loss and anything in life, okay? Whether it's growing a business. I said to myself when I first set up my business about 9-10 months ago that I said, I'd be lucky to sell one plan, and started with one plan, and I kind of advertised a little bit, and I kind of, not many people knew who I am. I started doing YouTube videos and stuff like that, and it kind of grew a little bit, and it's grown a small bit in the last 8-9 months. Nothing as much as I wanted it to, but I haven't actually put a lot of work into it. I've been doing so much work in my job. I do a lot of hours a week, and it's very hard to juggle everything between that, YouTube, and my own stuff. So, you know, I do want to compete, and that is something that I do want to do. But yeah, like, it's all about just setting goals and setting realistic goals. Like, I did set a goal of my website to hopefully pick up and be a main source of my income by 2017, which is about a month away. So that is something that I am really kind of working on and working towards behind the scenes. So if you haven't noticed, I do now, you know, advertise a lot of my training and clients and stuff, something which I didn't do, and something that I probably should have done, because, you know, that's what draws people in. People want to see, do you know what you're talking about? Can you get people results? Like, why should I train with you? And it wasn't until I started learning these things that I can, you know, start focusing in on them more. And I want to use my house as an example of setting a realistic goal. So, you know, right now I kind of calculate how much I'm supposed to be earning per year based off my expenses. That be down to business expenses, saving expenses, you know, personal expenses, from something as big as a house to something as small as fucking hair gel, you know. I calculate everything and how much of each I spend on that per year, and how much I would like to spend on that per year, okay? So at the end of the year, I get a yearly sum fee of how much money I will actually have spent. I know I'm probably confusing everybody, but I know exactly, if I divide that by 52, how much money I need to be earning per week to achieve what I want to achieve. Hopefully that makes sense. So obviously right now that is, you know, above what I'm earning. So now I've got to kind of open up my eyes and say, okay, well, my online coaching could be doing better. Okay, so if I work on that, that will help me achieve my goal of getting a house by Form 24. I can work more on YouTube. I recently just signed up YouTube partnership. I'm actually an affiliate with MyProtein, and you know, I don't really advertise that a lot, and I don't put up a lot of my links, and I have a 10% discount code. So if you're ever buying anything off MyProtein and you want 10% off, you can use my code and use my link, and it gets me recognition with them, and it also helps me kind of move up. And one day I could hopefully be like an athlete and sponsored, and, you know, be going to things like expos, and I'd love to be involved with MyProtein. That's not something that I wouldn't like to do. It is a tough job. You know, what I'm trying to get at is, okay, so, you know, if you earn €100 a week and your expenses tell you need to be earning €300 a week, you know, it's good to know how much you need to earn. Or it's same with weight loss. I'm only using money because we're talking about a house today, okay? And these numbers are irrelevant to anything. I'm literally just talking random numbers. So the same with weight loss. If you want to lose 10 pounds, you know, then each week you need to lose, you know, 1.5 pounds. And it's the exact same principles. When you have a very large goal and you start breaking it down into baby steps, it becomes so attainable. And now that does not sound like unrealistic. That is exactly how much I need to save per week, and I will be moved out by Form 24 as long as the price is right, the house is right, and everything goes smoothly. So, you know, it's all about making things realistic. It's all about setting achievable goals, and just, you know, being clued into, obviously I had to take into considerations my surroundings, my job. You know, if I'm not earning, you know, enough money, I can't move out. But right now I'm actually okay, financially okay. I can afford to start, you know, putting money towards a house. And, you know, if I want, I can start picking up my online coaching, other things, just like I talked about. So just make sure, I'm going to end the video on this now. So if you haven't subscribed to the video, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. And yeah, so my camera just died at the end of that clip. Whoa. So it is literally about to die. So I'm going to end the video here, okay? So please make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't subscribed already. So until the next one, stay safe and enjoy, everyone.